ICC trailing 11:50, and there's going to be another charge. Nice take that time by Brown. Normant on the foul. If you're just now joining us, 10:47 to play here in the first, 14-7 Holmes. Nicholson will come back into the contest here for the Bulldogs. Adam Gore, Steve Diffie bringing this action here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. We do want to say a special hello to those watching in support of the Bulldogs. Indians just not looking good offensively. Jones with the basketball, almost daring him to shoot a three. Trying to go inside, nothing there. Trey Jenkins now with it. Works over to Brown. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks out. Greer now driving inside. Jump step. Ball is slapped away, and Holmes takes it away. Indians just have not look crisp on offense. Try to bounce it inside, taken away. Joseph Jones had it, and then there's going to be a reach-in foul whistled here on the Bulldogs. That foul whistle on number 20, Jordan. And that should result in free throws. Yes, it will for the Indians. 7th foul whistled on the Bulldogs to only 2 whistled on the Indians. And a lot of people would think that's kind of lopsided, but the simple fact is the Indians have not been aggressive on the boards to be called for any fouls.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty clean game so far as the referees. We can't yell too much except for the one that wasn't paying attention because he was trying to get out of the way a minute ago. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
So this is going to be Joseph Jones at the free throw line. His first one is up and no good. Second miss from the charity stripe tonight. The Indians only have 1 basket from the floor. 1, 2, 3. No, that's not right.
2 baskets.
2 baskets. So I'm missing some points from somebody. Thought about the 3. Nice ball fake. Drive inside. Good extra pass. Layup is up and good. Beautiful basketball there on the part of the Bulldogs as Holmes puts that one in, and they lead this one now by 9. Largest lead of the night for either team. Jones with the basketball. Drops it off to Trey Jenkins. Jenkins just throws it. Finds Eric Brown. Into the corner they go. For Jones, I don't know if you don't take that 3. Now he spots up for the 3 on his way. Good. Joseph Jones making me look smart that time as Jones drills the 3. A big basket there for the Indians. Foul. Whistled on Jones.
Yeah, what'd you say? It made you look smart?
Yeah.
He said, I don't know why you don't shoot that. And he pulls it up like 5 seconds later.
And drills the 3, makes it 16-10, 9:15 to go here in the first half of play. Holmes with the lead in the basketball. Ball's going to be slapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians on the inbounds. (16-10) Bulldogs with the lead. They've led as much as 9 in this contest. Near turnover. Ball loose on the floor. Lobs it inside. Shot is up, off the mark, no good, but we've got a foul. Everything going the way of the Bulldogs. Just when you think you've got them pinned into a corner, they just throw a pass inside the paint, and they have that extra pass. That's the thing that's impressed me tonight at Holmes. They don't rush a shot. They always be patient, make that extra pass, resulting in a pair of free throws coming up here for Nicholson.
But why was that? That was like a 3-second delay after the shot. It wasn't on the. I mean, if it wasn't on the shot, it had to be on the floor, and he wouldn't be shooting. You see what I'm saying? The whistle was so delayed.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot this year. It's almost as if they wait to see if the ball goes in. If it don't, then call a foul. If it does, let them play on.
That's just weird. I mean,
I agree.
This makes no sense.
I agree wholeheartedly. 9:06 to play here. First free throw, no good. Second free throw on its way, and that one nothing but the bottom of the net that time for Nicholson. I've got that as his first points.
It is.
And it makes it a 17-10 contest. 9 minutes to play here until halftime. Indians needing some points in a big way here. But I tell you what, you've got to give a lot of credit to this defense of the Holmes Bulldogs, not giving the Indians anything easy. York driving baseline. Drops it inside to Harris. His shot blocked. The 3rd or 4th block of the game for the Bulldogs. You take a look at this Bulldogs team, you've got guys on the floor like Nicholson, also number 32, Ross, 22, Franklin, They take up a lot of space when they're on the floor. They're long and lean.
Yeah, 6'6" and 6'7". Long arms, long legs.
So the officials want to talk this one over here.
And Holmes had possession. It should be a reset.
Yeah, so they're not going to say it's a reset here.
I mean, Holmes is the one threw it off their own player's foot.
So a tough break there for the Indians. The Braves continue to beat the boys here. York driving inside. His shot is up in and good. Big basket that time by York, going in amongst the trees to get his first points of the night. It makes it 17-12 now in favor of the Bulldogs. 8:26 to play here. Near steal by the Indians. Bulldogs get it. Jumper is up in and good. The Indians just a step away from getting it. When they don't, the Bulldogs make them pay. Drill that one 19-12 now. 8:15 to go here in the first half.
And Spencer just kind of stayed with it and was able to get about a 10-foot shot out of it.
So Jenkins with the basketball. They're guarding him well beyond the three-point line, rightfully so. Harris with it now, wanting to work one-on-one. Goes on the drive, a foul away from the basketball. And that foul whistle on number 22, Franklin. And this is going to be some free throws coming up here for the Indians. Substitution coming in the game here will be number 2, Carter, checking back into the contest. To say it should be Hallams shooting the free throws. And it's going to be a 1-on-1 opportunity here for Hallams. Hallams with 4 points, 2 of those coming from the charity stripe. First free throw, good. Well, this is where the Indians they're not looking sharp offensively, but this is where they can stay in the contest, if not climb back into it, if they can start making some free throws. As they're in the bonus, 2 fouls away from being in the double bonus. Winning the second free throw here from Hallams. On its way, and that one back iron, no good.
He rushed it. He didn't shoot it the same way he shot the first one. He'll tell you that. Watching film, he's like, no, I didn't do that quite right. It's a routine, and he just didn't do it.
Holmes with the basketball now, driving inside. Wild shot up in and good. Nicholson, I've got that as his third, a big basket there. Seems like every time the Indians have something going, Holmes finds an answer for it. So ICC with the basketball. York surveying the defense. Man-to-man defense, it's been tough out of the Bulldogs this season. Indians just not moving without the basketball, making it real easy for Holmes defensively. Brown with it and then throws it away. Second time we've seen the Indians tonight just throw the ball into the backcourt, nobody around it. Turnover gives the ball back to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he just thinks, he's breaking this way, and he just didn't do it.
You got a warning on the coaches. And it's one of those things, assistant coach can't be standing up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But we've had issues with this.
If he stands up, he just can't come out on the floor.
Okay, so he's fine as he stand up as long as he don't come out on the floor.
I'll leave it alone.
Yep. Ball nearly taken away yet again by the Indians. Runner is up, bouncing, and good. Everything bouncing the way of Holmes.
I don't think he drew it up that way, but it just worked out for Cortez Wade.
Largest lead of the night now at 10. 7:05 to play here. Indians with the basketball, needing a basket in a big way. Trey Jenkins thought about the three. Why he didn't shoot that, I don't know, and then he just turns it over. Holmes travels. Well, it took him after that second time he drug a pivot foot for the official to call it that time, but they got the right call.
Bounced it a little bit.
So a break there for the Indians.
Coach Flanagan's telling him that he was pushed, that he had
Which he's got an argument on that.
A forearm in his back, and that made him, but I don't know. He was out of control, and he'll tell you that.
One thing's for sure, when Coach Flanagan, he gets his money worth, and he makes the officials earn their pay.
Got that scowl.
Yes. York driving inside, scoop shot is up in it good. York, nice play that time. That one thrown out of bounds, and Trey Jenkins landing inside the ICC Foundation broadcast booth. After York picks up his 4th point of the game. I'm glad Steve Diffie is 6'10" and can take a lick. So Holmes gets the inbounds. That's the only negative of being here in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth. A lot of times you end up in the action. Foul is going to be whistled here on number 10, York. Substitution coming in the game here, number 10. Simpson will re-enter for the Bulldogs.
You would think there'd be a lot of traffic right here, but it is, and it was, and it will be.
Timeout on the floor. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. 6:24 to go here. Holmes 23, ICC 15. Back with more right after this.
Carpool to work. I don't want to miss out on Sonic Breakfast. Plus, it's a great opportunity for me to network. Maybe you guys wouldn't mind looking at my resume?
This is just your receipt.
Are you in accounting?
Totally into counting. 1, 2.
New low breakfast burritos starting at $1.49. This is how you Sonic. Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza has the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6. Only a dummy would pay more for less toppings. The Extra Most Bestest Pizza for just $6 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow, Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh ground beef family pack, $1.98 per pound. And navel oranges, 4-pound bag, $3.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
And welcome back to action after we reset out of the timeout. 23-15, Holmes leading over the Indians with 6:24 to play here. Adam Gore, Steve Diffie bring you this action here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. I want to say a special thank you for Steve helping out tonight, as well as all those Holmes fans watching here on Let's Go ICC TV. Welcome to tonight's broadcast. We do want to remind you, if you're looking for something to do on Saturday, free basketball here at the Davis Event Center, as ICC will take on Southern Shreveport at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. I know that doesn't do a lot of good for the home fans, but hey, if you're in the area, Holmes, and get up and get down that time, Mr. Franklin, with a big-time putback off the miss.
Yeah, I told you, he likes to do that, so he looks forward to come off the front of the rim so he can, he's got those straight-up hops, man.
Yep.
He can control it anywhere around the goal.
Looking like Steve Diffie back in his Central Home days. 5:45 to play here. 10-point lead, largest of the night for the Bulldogs. 25-15. York with it. Works it over to Hallums. Hallums trying to drive inside. Good help defense. That time forces a turnover. Thought about the jumper. Nothing there. And that's going to be a kicked ball. Ball will go back to the Bulldogs on the sideline.
You know I went to Kruger-Tula.
Oh, my bad.
That's
my
a
bad.
rival, man.
My bad. You got family, though, that goes.
Oh, my kids go to Central.
Yeah, that's what that's the connection. Kruger-Tula. Is that still an academy?
No, they closed in 2000.
That's what I was thinking. Turnover.
We played Calhoun Academy Cougars many times.
You did. A little bit of an age gap between you and I, so we never got to face off, but you played against a guy by the name of Todd Skelton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
7-footer. Yep. I didn't have any trouble with 7 foot there.
Yeah, he was a true 7-footer, so there's some drawbacks that come with being that big. York driving inside, scoop shot up, no good. Blocking foul, and York will head to the free throw line. 5:14 to play here. I tell you what, York has come into his own. The freshman out of Philadelphia went to Neshoba Central High School, as we talked about. A key figure in that Indians come from behind win at Arkansas Mid-South Thursday. Has played extremely well. He's got 4 points, looking for 5 and hopefully 6 here for the Indians. First free throw, the iron extremely kind that time for York. He's got 5.
He's very talented. Not very big when he goes inside, but he doesn't mind taking it to the goal. He's only 5'10", $170, but he'll take it straight up against the 6'6", 6'7" guys.
Second free throw off the mark, no good. We've got a foul, and that's going to be whistled on Brian Hallums. He was trying to get a foul called on the push, but the official said over the back was the call, his first foul. Substitution coming in the game now is going to be number 20, Joshua Greer. Had a chance to meet Joshua's parents after the game at Mid-South, and great individuals. Or I should say his family, not just his parents, his entire family. The Jackson, Tennessee native, being so close to home there, everybody was able to come out and watch him in that game. Holmes with the basketball now. Turnaround jumper, up in and good. Beautiful shot, knocked down that time by Nicholson. And Holmes now with their large lead of the night at 11. Bulldogs falling back defensively. Swinging around to the Indians. This is going to be Eric Brown with the basketball, and then taken away by the Bulldogs. Here comes Holmes on the offensive end, and the scoop shot up in and good. Everything going the way of the Bulldogs in this one. 29-16, 13 now is the lead. It's like one team playing with concrete in their shoes. That's ICC. The other team just playing flawlessly. Holmes with the basketball, looking to go on the drive. Shot is up, forced it, no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. Good no call, though, that time by the official, as Holmes was trying to initiate the contact. Didn't get it. And the ball goes back to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he kind of forced that one up, too. Yep. He tried. It may have been ugly because he was trying to draw the contact, but it wasn't a pretty shot. I don't think he had any intention on making it. He wanted to be fouled.
So Holmes set to inbounds, does so. This is going to be number 10, Simpson. Now drops it off to number 11, Nicholson. Nicholson is playing extremely well here for the Bulldogs early going. Trying to drive, pull back jumper on its way. Back iron, no good, and York rips the rebound. Now here come the Indians. York spins inside, shot is up, no good, and there's a dunk. Brian Holmes with the finish. Well, we talked about it before the game, Steve. We said those two young men could get up and get after it. And a big-time jam on the putback there by Holmes.
Well, you don't block somebody out, you're going to get dunked on a lot.
The lead, though, still at 11. Bulldogs up in this one, 29-18, 3:20 to play. Drive inside, shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound, easy putback. No, misses it. Third time is not a charm, but there's a foul. Looking a little bit like the women's game. Couldn't get that shot to fall near the basket. That foul whistled on Jenkins.
That should have been on 4.
I thought so as well.
But he gave it to Jenkins.
And this one official, that's one thing I don't like as a referee. Don't go over there and kind of just talk to the players. Say what you got to say, walk away from them. Don't share that conversation, especially when they're frustrated. That's what that one young official always seems to do. He likes to let everybody know he's here.
You want to be their buddy.
Yes. That free throw is up in and good. 30-18 now, and waiting the second free throw here from Franklin. He's got 3 points. Second free throw on its way in. That one good as well. Nicely done at the free throw line there by Franklin. He's got 4. 31-18. Matching the largest lead of the night here for the Bulldogs at 13. Holmes falls back in the zone. Three-pointer on its way from Jenkins. Halfway down, no. Nothing but maroon shirts inside the paint to grab the rebound. Holmes wanting to push. Into the corner they go. Three-pointer of their own on its way. Good. Carter with his first three-pointer of the night. And the lead now 34-18. So the Indians just all out of sorts thanks to that tough defense out of the Bulldogs. Greer with it now. Calling for a screen. Works it out to York. Ball fake. Now drives inside. His shot is up and good. York playing one of his best games so far of the year. He's got 7. Does the freshman out of the showboat. 2:18 to play here. Big basket makes it a 14-point contest. Holmes driving inside. Denied.
You're talking about York. He's obviously been conditioned, like when he was in high school, to take it to the goal. He doesn't care if it's on 6'6", 6'7", and he just adjusts when he's in the air, because he could have easily pulled up a jumper from the outside, but he decided to take it to the goal.
Yeah, fearless would be a good way to describe York's style of play. Baseline jumper, back iron, no, rebound, foul. As I believe it was Johnson who just checked into the contest, and he does pick up the foul.
They're giving it to Franklin.
Oh, they're giving it to Franklin, excuse me. So that foul on Franklin, his second, team 10th. So this will be 2 here for the Indians. So awaiting the free throws here out of Holmes. First free throw on its way, good. 8 points for Brian Holmes in the contest. Indians need to take advantage of every opportunity they get to the line tonight because Holmes defensively not giving them a whole lot of opportunities offensively. I've been extremely impressed with the defensive play of the Bulldogs this evening. Second free throw, the iron kind, as that one rattles home. 9 points now for Helms, makes it a 34-22 contest. Trying to go for the trap as soon as it goes inside, and there's going to be a reach-in foul. Whistle there on York. Want to hear a few oohs and boos from the ICC faithful.
Yeah, you listen to me, you're going to be calling Helms. Because that's what it looks like.
Yes,
You have to just put a Y in there. Like when y'all come to our place, when I'm doing stream and PA at the same time, if you come to our place, you can stream on my stream.
I got you.
I'll just let you talk and I'll set everything up.
Count it as a deal. First free throw on its way, no good. Helms with the rebound. I call him that because it looks like that as well sometimes, but it is Helms. He grabs the rebound. Indians need to finish strong here in the final 150. He drives inside, had the ball taken away. Holmes now out in transition. Layup, no good. York credited with a block. A lot of contact, but a good no call that time by the officials. Jones will check out of the contest. Helms will check, Jones in, Helms out.
Yeah, York did a good job. He had 2 hands on the ball and nothing on the body, so he was good the whole way.
And then there's going to be a foul. Oh, no! Call that on Jones. That should have been on 4. So they call that on Joseph Jones, who was not anywhere near the basketball.
So 4 has 2 fouls, even though they're not in the book.
Yes.
he should have.
So Harris has been the benefactor of official just not paying attention to anything. That free throw off the mark, no good. We've got a foul on the rebound. That foul whistle on number 23. That's Johnson. That is his second foul. The Indians will come down to the other end of the floor to shoot free throws. And this will be Joseph Jones. So Jones will head to the free throw line looking for his first points of the evening. 1:40 to play here. ICC needs to take advantage of these free throw opportunities.
These teams are very confident in their free throw ability by not sending anybody to the other end. And I saw that a couple years ago with Oklahoma. They never put anybody on the free throw line.
And now the Indians are going to send somebody in. It gives your guy confidence. They're like, we know he's going to make it. Then he misses it and you rush everybody down there.
And then it's like, okay, you can rebound because I'm not going to be able to get it 5-on-1.
And then Jones hits a second opportunity there. Makes it a 34-23 contest. 1:40 to play here in the first half. Holmes with the basketball and the lead. The Indians want to jump out in the press here. And Holmes handles it without any issues. Three-pointer from the wing is up, no good. Rebound to the Bulldogs. And the shot blocked by Jones. And third time is not a charm. That's just, there was two calls. It could have been a foul there. And then we'll have a guy that looks at a guy funny. And they'll call a foul on me nowhere near the basketball.
It was an ugly set of events.
So Holmes will inbounds with 26 seconds on the shot clock. And this time a foul called on Harris away from the basketball. That's what we said. You can
should be his third.
Should be his third foul, but only his official first. And then we've got a technical foul here issued on both teams. What's this referee right here? He's, like I said, we said it earlier, he wants to let everybody know he's here.
He's out of control.
So technical foul on number 3 on Brown of ICC.
And Jonah Simpson on Holmes. What it sounds
Simpson
like.
on Holmes. And that's what we said. And I don't care. I'm going to say it. We talked about it earlier, and we talk about it every time that young official's here. He don't let the guys play. He just wants to let everybody know he's here. And that's one thing he's been mouthing off to players as well throughout the game. Let the kids play. They were doing nothing to affect that.
Yeah, and we called a foul the first 30 seconds. That was very questionable.
So that free throw is up and good that time for Carter. He's got 6 points. Now as I'm belly aching about that official, let me say he hasn't done anything to swing this game either way. So I do want to be fair in saying that, but my goodness. Second free throw is on his way and it's good. No free throws in the exchange after the double technicals. The lead back to 13 for the Bulldogs. York dribbling up the floor. And a foul. That foul was on number 21, Wade. And that's another thing. Once you call those technical fouls and you feel like you've got to keep the game in control, and then you're going to start seeing a whole lot more fouls called. So both teams in the double bonus here. This is going to be York heading to the free throw line. He's got 7 points, and that free throw short, no good for the Southpaw. So waiting the second free throw here from York. It's on its way, and it's good. Nicely done that time by York to regroup and get his 8th point of the night. Makes it a 36-24 contest in favor of the Bulldogs. Indians try a jump trap. Holmes, no problem with it. Drives inside. Layup is up. No good. Rebound tipped out. And Trey Jenkins gets it. And Jenkins. And a foul called on Holmes. Well, Jenkins had the rebound that time. Number 21 was just standing there trying to allow Jenkins to control himself. Bumped into him. Really nothing malicious, and a foul called. Feel free, Steve. You got a microphone, too.
I just don't understand the ticky-tack stuff. I mean, he's killing both teams. I mean, you can't even look at another player without getting a foul. There was 2 guys in between. Nobody reached for the ball, and he calls a foul. And the Itawamba player was kind of sticking his rear end out.
He was moving around, causing the contact.
And they called a foul on Holmes.
And you know who it was calling the foul? 3rd point of the contest for Trey Jenkins. All 3 of those coming from the free throw line. The Indians have trimmed a 16-point lead, now down to 10 inside a minute to play. Holmes with the basketball, working around the perimeter. Inside they go. Backdoor, shot is up. Bouncing, no good. Rebound on the floor. Still loose. It's going to be a jump ball. And possession arrow in favor of Holmes.
So, I don't know if you noticed that now. I'm just trying to be, I hope something's not wrong, but he was trying to call timeout and didn't have the ball in possession.
He's hoping the
dropped the ball.
Hey, the way the game's been called so far, he might get that timeout. Ball slapped away nearly, taken away that time by Joseph Jones as he goes into the bench area there on the sideline. 39 seconds to play here in the first half. Holmes leading 36-26.
And then the referee throws the towel on the floor and tells the guys to wipe it up. And he's like, what do you want me to wipe it?
Yes, let's just get to halftime. How about that? My goodness. Let the officials regroup here. So Holmes with the basketball. They lead by 10. Fadeaway jumper on his way off the mark. No good. Put back, no. 3rd time is not a charm. And the rebound is off to Joseph Jones. Good effort that time by Jones to wrestle away the rebound. Indians could hold off for the final shot as the shot clock is off in this situation. 20 seconds to play. Boy, if the Indians can get this thing inside double digits going into halftime, that would be huge. York with the basketball. 10 seconds now, 8 seconds. York still yo-yoing it up top, 5 seconds now. Going to try to work off a screen. 2 seconds, drives inside, puts the shot up, no good. And that'll do it for your first half of play. Holmes 36, ICC 26. We're going to take a break and come back with your Little Caesars halftime report right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
From the moment they were young, you cheered them on. You defended them and you encouraged them. Why? Because as a child's parent, you are their greatest influence. You always wanted them to be better, accomplish more, and make a difference. We want that too. At Itawamba Community College, we give them the opportunity to live a life above the bar.
feels good in my heart and my soul, in the hill right beside me. I will never want this day to end. No one can stop me when I taste the feeling.
When I grow up, I'm gonna redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back to action. Your score here at halftime, Holmes 36, ICC 26. And what was, how can I say this, an ugly finish of the first half. As, I'll just say it, the officials lost control of that. Well, not necessarily the officials. I can't put it on the two other guys. Just that one guy just kind of lost control of the game there in the final 4 minutes of that one. 36-26. Is your score here at halftime. Let's take a look at some Sonic stats here of the first half. These stats, as always, unofficial here on the Little Caesars halftime show. 9 points for Brian Halams, 8 for York, 1 for Jones, and 3 for Jenkins. I am missing 2 points somewhere along the line there for the Indians. For Carter, he's got 7. Spencer's got 7. 3 for Normant, 4 for Simpson, 5 for Nicholson, 4 for Wade, 4 for Franklin, and 2 for Ross. That rounds out your scoring there for the Bulldogs here at halftime. We're about 7.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. We're going to take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and more here on the Little Caesars halftime show. ICC trails it 36-26 here at the break.
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest has the nation's most cheese and the most pepperoni. So no need to go anywhere else when you can get all this for the nation's best price of just $6.
Indubitably.
Get Little Caesars Large Extra Most Bestest for just $6.
Pizza.
This cheese with Farm Bureau, you're getting local agents, great auto rates, and fast, friendly claims.
Great. Glad I went with Farm Bureau.
No, it's Farm Bureau.
Farv.
Say it with me. Farm.
Farv.
You know what? Doesn't matter. Either way, you're all set.
See? That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
For coverage you can't beat, Farm Bureau Insurance.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow, Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh ground beef family pack, $1.98 per pound. And navel oranges, 4-pound bag, $3.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
The new Extra Most Bestest Pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message.
Surrender to the toppings.
Incredible! Extra Most Bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
My life before the program was dead-end jobs, working at a restaurant or, just barely making it.
I was a stay-at-home mom for 2 years, struggling with bills. It kind of felt like I couldn't get anywhere.
I left home when I was 15. I was really looking for something meaningful, and up until I moved here, I just felt very empty, and that's just not me.
I used to be riding down the highway, man, right? And I would see all these big trucks come past me, and I'd be like, I wonder where they going. Then I look again, I said, dog, I wonder how much money do they make? And it was just something I thought I'd like to try.
Currently, there are tens of thousands of job vacancies in Mississippi because of the widening skill gap among working-age Mississippians. 2/3 of the jobs in the state require middle skills, but only 1/3 of Mississippians have these skills. As a result, Mississippi is working to increase workforce participation and fill the skills gap. This is where Mississippi's community colleges come in. Mississippi community colleges give you the resources you need to get you to work. It starts with the My Best program. The Mississippi Integrated Basic Education and Skills Training Program helps you compete for jobs, get hired, and stay employed. My Best enrolls everyone, from high school dropouts to non-traditional students. No high school diploma required. You can earn your high school equivalency and college credits while learning the skills you need for booming industries like office systems, healthcare, welding, commercial truck driving, and many more. My Best offers more than 100 career training programs at each of the community colleges across the state. And we help students stay on track every step of the way with support services and student navigators.
Pay for all your GED tests. You don't have to worry about money or nothing like that.
If I needed gas, they give me a gas card.
They don't have got me tutoring. My glasses that I'm wearing.
Literally anything to help me in life right now to keep going.
Along with the My Best program, Mississippi Community Colleges also provide general career and technical education programs. Career Tech programs give you the skills you need to head straight into the workforce so you can start earning a family-sustaining wage. This isn't your traditional career tech. Learn skills and programs from robotics to culinary arts to computer technology. And Mississippi's community colleges help you take your certifications, skills, and career even further through registered apprenticeships. The Mississippi Apprenticeship Program helps business and industry connect and develop their future workforce. MAP works for both the company and the apprentice.
There's no better experience than hands-on experience in my book. So I was able to work as the apprentice through the apprenticeship program that taught me the skills that I have today, in my eyes, an equivalent to a college degree because it was going to teach me a skill set without the onset of student loans.
Mississippi employers get to build their own workforce in a way that works best for their company, while apprentices earn while they learn via on-the-job training and technical instruction. MAP helps companies design, implement, and maintain their registered apprenticeship programs, eliminating the headache and paperwork. Registered apprenticeship improves productivity, retention, and knowledge transfer, which ensures your company has the skills you need to be most effective and improves your bottom line. MAP can help companies create registered apprenticeship in any industry, from healthcare and IT to utilities and advanced manufacturing. MAP works for business. Whether you're looking for work or looking for workers, Mississippi's community colleges work. Soar to new heights. Mississippi's community colleges are Mississippi's now and Mississippi's future. Contact us today and put Mississippi's community colleges to work for you.
The new extra most bestest pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message.
Surrender to the toppings.
Incredible! Extra most bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza. Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow, Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh ground beef family pack, $1.98 per pound. And navel oranges, 4-pound bag, $3.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just moments away from the start of the second half. We do want to make a quick adjustment to our Sonic halftime stats. Joseph Jones has 4 points. That was the correction. Also, Greer added 2 for the Indians. So that was the 2 baskets we missed there. Thanks to Steve Diffie and your people keeping stats down there for getting us straight here at halftime.
No problem. We're talking about shooting percentage. Holmes shot 43.8% in the first half. Etowah 33.3%. Holmes was 50% from the three-point line. Itawamba only 25, so that might come into play in the second half.
Yeah, shooting has just not been the forte of either the Lady Indians or the Indians here of late. Let's take a look at your Coca-Cola lineup on the floor here for ICC. Number 20, Joshua Greer. Number 5 is Brian Halems. Number 4, Paris Harris. Number 3, Eric Brown. And number 23 is Trey Jenkins. We'll give you your Bulldogs Coca-Cola 5 on the floor in a moment. Trying to go inside to Halems. With it now in the corner. Kicks it back up top. Holmes, once again, very tenacious, very stingy on defense. Greer looking to go on the drive. Nothing there. Drives inside, spins in the paint. Shot is up in it good. Big shot knocked down that time. Good possession for the Indians to start the contest. Greer picks up his 4th point. Holmes with the basketball now. They lead by 8. Trying to go inside, looking for the trap. Baseline drive, shot is up, in and good. Nice answer that time by the Bulldogs. That's going to be Spencer. He collects his 9th point of the game.
Yeah, Bulldog starters are the starting 5, the one that started the game.
Spin in the paint, shot is up in it good. Nice answer that time. Greer starting hot here to start the second half for the Indians. He's got 6 points. Jumpers up in it good. Anything you can do, I can do better is the theme of this one, as I believe that was number 11 that knocked that one down that time for the Bulldogs. Yes, it was. That was Nicholson with his 7th point of the evening. Greer with the basketball, picks up his dribble, in trouble, works it over now to Eric Brown. Brown kicks it out to Greer. I'll tell you what, as hot as I'm starting the second half, if I'm Greer, I put that 3-pointer up. Greer drives inside, gets away with the push-off, loses the basketball, gets it back, throws it up. No good. Harris had the rebound, puts it up, and no good. Bodies all over the place. And we'll see as they figure this one out here. And that one's going to be whistled on number 11, Nicholson. Will they give? Yeah, they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Said he put the shot up as he was taken to the floor. We saw the continuation call in the women's game. I believe that's going to be a continuation call there going in favor of the Indians here in the men's game.
Yeah, I thought so. And I also thought Greer's shot, his funky shot, was going to go in after you said just throw it up.
So the first free throw is up in and good for Harris. A unique thing for the Indians this year. I want to say we've got about 6 guys that are left-handed.
I hadn't noticed that. I'll have to watch out.
So that free throw is up in and good. Second one on the way, and it's good as well. The southpaw Harris gets his first points of the game. He's got 2 now. And big baskets there as the Indians trim it to 8. They've trailed as much as 16 in this contest. Have only led by 2. Near turnover, and the Bulldogs dodge. Disaster there. Holmes with it now. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Looking to drive inside. Nothing there. Kick it out into the corner. Baseline jumper on his way. Off the mark. No good. Rebound. Tip. Saved in bounds. Tipped. And it's going to belong to the Indians.
Yeah, Kasim Nicholson knocked it out. It kind of looked like volleyball there. He spiked it out of bounds instead of trying to catch it. So kind of reminded me of the Egg Bowl when the Ole Miss player Metcalf spiked it out of bounds.
And I'll say this, that's the first, I did not know that rule existed until that call was made. You can't slap the ball forward in that situation. Brown trying to drive inside. His shot up in and good. And the Indians have made some interesting halftime adjustments, and they're attacking the basket. Brown with his first points of the night, and a big one there. Now a 6-point contest, 40-34, 17:32 to play. Loose ball, Bulldogs able to chase it down, and a timeout taken here by Holmes. Timeout on the floor. The Indians rolling to start the second half here. They've cut it to a 40-34 disadvantage. 17:27 to play here. Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them and hear from Food Giant. Back with more right after this.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow, Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh ground beef family pack, $1.98 per pound. And navel oranges, 4-pound bag, $3.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
And welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 17:27 to play here. Holmes 40, ICC 34. Second half action here if you're just now joining us. Holmes Lady Bulldogs picked up a 58-52 win in the first game of the day. Holmes trying to complete the sweep of the Indians here in Fulton. Baseline pull-up jumper on his way up in and good. Rattles Holmes that time. For Spencer, he's got 11 points. Big answer out of the timeout there to stop some of that bleeding for the Bulldogs.
Coach Page wanted Mad Dog, but it didn't really work. He kept screaming and stomping, but nobody would bite.
Jenkins for three, off the mark, no good. Tried to follow his shot. Nice long block out that time by Johnson, who corrals the rebound. Johnson gets rewarded for it. Shot is up, no good. And now here come the Indians in transition. Halloms is hammered. Won't give him the continuation there. And that's going to be the third foul. Whistled on number 21, Wade. ICC fans trying to say he was shooting. No way he was shooting the basketball there.
No, he was tackled in the lane well before he got to.
He was tackled right around the 15. And yep, they're going to say ball on the baseline here. Substitutions come in for the Bulldogs. Number 5, Normant. Number 22, Franklin.
What do you think I need to get some stockings to wear?
I think you do. I don't know if they make them that long, though.
Oh, that big.
They lay it inside to do the Indians. Everett with the this is Brown with the basketball. Spins inside, his shot denied. Near borderline goaltending.
It wasn't coming down yet.
It wasn't coming down, but if it would have been about another half second. And once again, Steve, that's what you're talking about. This Franklin kid, he likes to play above the rim, offensively, defensively. Very impressive athlete tonight here for the Bulldogs. Brown with the basketball. The Indians with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Brown wants the three. Good. Eric Brown. Big time basket there. As he just stepped up and knocked that one down in the face of the defender. 42-37. Indians trying to rally back in this one. And the Bulldogs need another timeout. Indians defense picking up the pressure here, forces another timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them. ICC trailing 42-37, 16:39 to play here in the second half.
Hey, I'm trying to carpool to work. I don't want to miss out on Sonic Breakfast. Plus, it's a great opportunity for me to network. Maybe you guys wouldn't mind looking at my resume?
This is just your receipt.
Are you in accounting?
Totally into accounting. 1, 2.
New low breakfast burritos starting at $1.49. This is how you Sonic. Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza has the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6. Only a dummy would pay more for less toppings. The Extra Most Bestest Pizza for just $6 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
And welcome back out of the timeout. 16:19 to play here. ICC trailing Holmes 42-37. Here in the nightcap, the MACJC North Division opener. Bulldogs 1 of 3 from the corner. It's halfway down, no good. Offensive rebound. Put back, high arching, no good. Rebound tipped, and the Indians come away with it. Well, that looks like one thing that Coach Pate kind of wanted to focus on during halftime as he goes inside. Layup, no. And the Indians get the rebound. But one thing I was going to say, Steve, defense seems to be, or not defense, but rebounding seems to be the focus for the Indians here in the second half.
It does. It looked like Jenkins got away with a walk right there.
He did.
That's what you were. I was trying to listen to you and say, he just walked, and they didn't even call it. And Coach Harrison came up off the bench down there.
Loose ball on the floor, and
a foul
called on the Indians.
Yeah, I don't really know what he was trying to get out of that, but that's his third foul.
So Greer will have to check out. Checking in will be York. Well, there have been plenty of fouls called.
I can't really tell you what he said, but I'll tell you later. It was kind of comical.
Dan Ellington, the star quarterback at ICC, not liking the foul calls and being vocal on that one. That foul whistle there on York, and that's going to be his third. Well, if you leave the gym tonight without a foul, it's because you didn't play. As the officials have been whistle happy. Holmes with the basketball. They lead 42-37. 15 and a half to play here in the second quarter. Drive inside. Drops it off. Shot is up, and it's no good. And York gets the rebound. The littlest guy on the floor gets big for the rebound. He goes inside, puts the shot up. A late whistle. And a foul called on the Bulldogs.
That has to be a new thing or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that was literally 3 seconds. He watched the ball to see if it was going in the goal, and then he caught it when it didn't go in the goal.
It's almost like they get caught watching. But as you said, it's got to be something new because I've seen it a lot this year. York going to the free throw line. He's got 8 points. The Southpaw's free throw is short, no good. Substitution coming into the game here for the Bulldogs. Number 2, Carter, will check in. Number 11, Nicholson, will check out.
No, Ellington didn't have a very good year, did he?
No, only threw for 3,000 yards, and I think he's actually recently traveling to Miami of Ohio for a visit.
No, that's good. He had a good year.
Yeah.
I missed that one, but we had the state soccer tournament going on, and it looked like it wasn't much to see that day for us anyway. Y'all made it pretty ugly.
It was a good day to be an Indian, I'll just say that. Holmes with the basketball. Inside 15 minutes to play. Three-pointer on its way. Good. Second three-pointer of the night. Or excuse me, though, that was the first three-pointer of the night. First points of the game for Williams. Makes it a 45-38 contest. 14:40 to play. York with the basketball. Behind the back, goes inside, and a foul is called. All you got to do is drive to the basket. They're going to call a foul. That's going to be the third foul. Whistled on Williams. Looked like pretty good defense that time by Williams. Bailed out with the foul call.
He just likes getting up in somebody's personal space and don't know when to back off a lot of times.
The Indians inbound it to Eric Brown. Brown tries to get fancy dribbling. Now drives inside. Shot is up. Blocked. Trey Jenkins, though, gets the loose ball. Now driving inside. And he tries to go up, and he's fouled. That foul whistled on number 4, and that's going to be his third foul. It looked like a pretty good defensive play that time. Thought, if anything, a jump ball should have been called. So a break there for the Indians as Jenkins goes to the free throw line. Third foul whistled on Spencer. First free throw, no.
So I think, going back to football for a second, the homecoming contest this year was payback for the homecoming contest last year at our place.
That's true. That's true.
But I think y'all's might have been a little uglier this year.
Second free throw on his way, and that one good. 4 points, all from the charity stripe for Jenkins. Very uncanny for the sophomore out of Tupelo.
They're averaging 15 points a game.
Well off that average right now. So Holmes with it. Indians, a little token press, nothing really difficult that time. Now going to fall back into 2-3 zone. Holmes does a good job of laying back and setting up the offense. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 14 minutes to play. Indians trailing 45-39. Jumper from the corner, a long 2 off the mark, no good. That's going to be a foul on the rebound. That foul whistled on 23, and guess what? He's got 3.
A lot of threes on the board right now.
You've got York, Greer, and Jenkins each with 3 fouls for the Indians. Williams, Spencer, Wade each with 3 fouls for the Bulldogs. And there's a foul away from the ball. That foul whistled on Brown. And that's going to be his second because he does have a technical foul as well.
Triple screen, Josh!
So they try to lob it inside. Ball was slapped away. The Indians couldn't find the handle on it. York thought about grabbing it just a little too late.
Well, Franklin said he got hit in the head. That's why he didn't grab the ball. He kind of lost where he was there for a second.
So Holmes set to inbounds it. They're going to go deep into the backcourt. Safe play that time. So they'll push it into the front court. Indians now, who was in a 2-3 zone in a man-to-man, lost him on the backside, and an easy layup that time for Carter. He's got 9. Good job being patient offensively that time by the Bulldogs. 47-39, 13-24 and counting here in the contest. York with the basketball, trying to work off a screen. Works it over to Greer. Into the corner they go to Halems. Halems wants the 3, yes. Ron Halems buries the 3 from the corner. And the Indians desperately need him to heat up as he knocks that one down. Makes it a 5-point contest, 47-42, 13:02 to play. And just a little mental mistake that time by the Bulldogs. Throws it away, turnover, back to the Indians.
Yeah, Stanley just threw it well over the head of Mikael Norman out of bounds. Goes right back to the Indians.
Yeah, you're going to have to be Franklin to climb the ladder and go catch that one. So York with the basketball, wanting to drive baseline, cut off, inside, try to go to Harris. Harris wasn't ready for the pass, turnover, gives it back now to the Bulldogs. Driving inside, into the corner they go. Fall back three-pointer, up, no good, and Holmes just goes up and grabs that rebound one-handedly. Old school Sean Kemp just wrapped his wrist around it. Indians with the basketball, no damage done after that last turnover, 47-42. 12:30 to play here in the contest. York swings it over to Brown, into the corner they go to Greer. York trying to drive inside, puts the shot up, it's bouncing, no good, and the rebound easily controlled by Franklin. So the Indians that time not moving offensively without the basketball, or I should say not moving without the basketball offensively. York had to try to force the shot up as the shot clock started running down. Holmes with it now, want to work one-on-one, drives inside, layup is up, no good. And a foul whistle on the Indians. It's been a minute since they blew the whistle. And that's going to be the third foul on Brown. So more substitution getting set to come in here.
Josh, you box him out.
Free throw is short, no good. So Brown will check out. Checking in for the Indians will be number 21. That's Fountain. And was it number 21 as well coming in for the Bulldogs? Wade, who he'll check in with 3 fouls.
Bulldogs only shot 8 free throws the whole game.
This is true. Second free throw coming up here for Norman. It's bouncing in, falls through. 4 points now for Norman. 48-42. The Indians trailed as much as 16 in this contest. Now down by 6 with 11:50 to play. Greer with the basketball. Looks like a 3-2 zone out of the Bulldogs. Fountain trying to drive inside, and we've got a foul. That foul whistle on Norman. And that's his third foul. We need that Oprah Winfrey gift. You get a foul, you get a foul, you get a foul, you get a foul.
So y'all can make that in your spare time. And people will be trying to steal it.
York set the inbounds, does so to Harris. Harris will have to dribble it out of the corner. Trying to go baseline to Fountain. Fountain did a good job of just catching the ball that time. Fountain picks up his dribble, in trouble. Great defense out of the Bulldogs, and the ball's going to be slapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Once again, you see the Indians, first off, credit to the Bulldogs' tough defense, but the Indians not moving without the basketball, make it a little bit easier to defend.
Yeah, they do.
So Harris going to have to do something in a hurry here. 3 seconds, he goes up, he's fouled. That foul was on number 22. Guess what? He's got 3 fouls.
Yeah, they missed the first one.
Yeah.
Then he got him again.
Got him with the lesser of the contact.
He didn't think he got him that time, but he definitely got him the first time.
That's kids today. Nobody ever fouls. Everybody fouls them, but they never foul. Another left-hander going to the line for the Indians. This is going to be number 4, Harris. He gets his 3rd point of the evening. Makes it a 48-43 contest. 11:21 to play. Second free throw, that one off the mark, no good. First miss from the free throw line for Harris.
Then you conceded that second free throw by not having anybody down there. You could have put 2 guys at least, you know.
One of those you're maybe afraid to put guys in there for them to not pick up a foul. Bulldogs with the basketball. Wade lost it. Ball still loose, and traveling is the call. You had to wait to see what the whistle was going to be. Substitution into the game here for the Bulldogs. 32, Ross checking back in. As there's a lot of contact, no foul call, and the eventual turnover. So the Indians with the basketball, they trail by 5, 48-43. 10:50 to play here in the second half. Adam Gore, Steve Diffie bringing his action here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. Remind you, if you're watching, hit us up on Twitter at Let'sGoICC. Bad entry pass to Harris. Halem saves today. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He wants the 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, tipped around. The Indians get it. Fountain shot, count the basket. Fountain, a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way there. As two Bulldogs just fighting over the rebound, couldn't find it. Fountain in the right spot at the right time. Able to get the rebound there. A chance to make it a two-point contest with a made free throw here. 10:33 to play. That foul was on number 21, and he's got 4. Missed the rebound, or excuse me, missed the shot. Rebound to Holmes, he missed. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. Substitution coming in the game here for the Bulldogs. Spencer will check in. Wade will check out.
I thought there would be another foul right there.
I'm with you.
I mean, you just didn't anticipate there would be a foul call.
So 48-45, Bulldogs with the lead. Indians in a man-to-man defense, trying to rally. Lobs it to the backside. Ball's going to be slapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. Substitution into the game. Williams will check in. And number 5, Norman, will check out. Going to be interesting to see how these coaches coach in this final 10 minutes of the game, because you got a lot of key players in foul trouble in this contest. Jumper off the inbounds play, beauty. Bank shot open that time for Nicholson. He's got 9 points. Big basket knocked down that time to stop a little bit of the bleeding for the Bulldogs.
Little soft kiss off the glass.
50-45, 10 minutes and counting in this one. Indians with the basketball. Fountain tries to get it to York. Had it slapped away, was able to get it back. Now leaves it inside to Holmes. Holmes drives inside. His shot is up. Couldn't get the shot to fall, but he'll head to the free throw line. That's really all you got to do, Steve, is just get the ball inside, make a couple of moves. They're going to call a foul.
Yeah, these guys are. Because he's got the other two to call the fouls, so he can't get blamed for all of them.
First free throw from Holmes is up in and good. He's got 13 points. Hey, that foul was on Carter, his first.
He's got a long way to go.
Well, don't give the officials too much credit. Second free throw on his way, good. He's got 14 points, does Holmes. And the Indians not going away quietly. It's a 3-point game. They're slowly but surely chipping into this lead for the Bulldogs, but it seems like every time the Indians go on a run, the Bulldogs find an answer. 2-3 zone out of the Indians. Three-pointer on its way. Halfway down, no, and Holmes goes up and gets the rebound. Brian brings the ball into the front court, wanting to run on one. Good defense that time out of number 4, Spencer, to keep Holmes in front of him. 9:15 and counting. Indians could tie it with a 3. Make it a 1-point game if they can find a basket this trip down. Holmes with it. Wanting to go to work. Step back. 3. Yes! Ron Holmes. Tie contest. 50-50. 8:52 to play. And then there's a foul whistled there on number 4, Harris. They're going to have that as his second foul.
Yeah,
technically his 5th.
Yeah.
That he's committed tonight, just wasn't called as they handed fouls off to other people. So 8:45 to play. York with the steal. Look out, folks. Holmes with authority. And the Indians take a 52-50 lead. And the ICC faithful on their feet. And that's going to be a foul on the inbounds. Or I should not say inbounds, but on the passing side. And that foul's going to be on York. He's got 4.
He can't. I mean, he's guarding a guy 6'7".
Yeah, that's a mismatch all day. As you said, guarding a guy 6'7". York listed at 5'10", and tell you what, Steve, if he's 5'10", I might be 5'10".
Yeah, he's not 5'10".
Yeah. Jenkins will check in as York will check out. And a chance to tie the contest here with a pair of free throws for number 32, Ross.
The Ross is 6'7", because he's got me by an inch. So.
First free throw on its way, good. We'll get the bonus free throw coming up here. 52-51. 8:24 to play here. This one far from over.
Josh, you got the shooting,
Indians
Josh.
trailed at one point by 16 and fought back to take a 2-point lead, matching, I think, their large lead of the night. Second free throw, good as well. Tie contest, timeout on the floor. 52-52, full timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
It feels good in my heart and my soul, and you feel like a sight. I will never want this day to end. No one can stop me when I taste the feeling.
When I grow up, I'm gonna redefine pizza. One that will change the history of pizza forever. A pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni. This is my dream, and I can do it. Because my mom and dad said I can accomplish anything. And I will do great things in life.
Sorry, kid, it's been done.
But my dream...
Introducing Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza. A large pizza with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 8:24 to play, 52-52. ICC and Holmes tied in this contest. ICC trailing at one time as much as 16. Came back to take a 2-point lead, but then a pair of free throws made by Ross has tied us back up here at 52. The interesting part of this game is who could be left standing. Which team will lose the first player that has some significant impact on their team with all the foul issues on the floor tonight. Fountain wants to drive inside. He got away with the walk. Shot is up, no good. Big time travel that time. LeBron-esque. Got that bonus step. Yeah, got that bonus step, if you will. So Holmes with the basketball. Man-to-man defense out of the Indians. Baseline drive, layup denied. Fountain with a big-time block. Jenkins gives it back to Fountain, leaves it inside to Harris. Harris goes up, shot is up, no good. Nice block out, good job, tip drill, rebound to Ross that time. Boy, big time play by Fountain. The Indians could not take advantage. This has been a slugfest. 7:27 to play, 52-52, ICC and Holmes. First division game of the year for either team. Bulldogs with the basketball, working into the corner. Trying to go inside, nothing there. Driving inside, layup is up, no good, and wow, no foul call. Of all the fouls they've called tonight, they didn't call that one. And that was another walk, I think. Let's look at it on the Little Caesars replay. Yep, got an extra step, but the basket counts for the Indians. 54-52, ICC with the lead. Inside 7 minutes to play now. Bulldogs with the basketball, trying to go to work. Good job by the Holmes coach to settle everybody down. Let's get a good possession this trip down the floor. Driving inside, shot denied by Fountain. He's out of bounds when he gets a loose ball. Looked like that time Williams was trying to draw a little bit of contact, didn't get it.
They leaned down with his body and took the ball away from his body on the other side. All I figured down here was the Bulldogs was trying to draw a charge.
Yeah.
And then there was no call, and then he took that extra step, and there was still no call.
So Holmes with the basketball, 8 seconds on the shot clock, 6:42 to play. Had to lob it in just before the 5-second violation. Spinning around, shot, on the pass. And so it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity coming up here for the Bulldogs. That foul whistle on number 4, Harris, and that's his third. So 6:37 to go here. This will be a 1-and-1 opportunity coming up for Nicholson. First free throw on his way, halfway down, no good, and the rebound to the Indians.
And Franklin could have easily picked up his fourth right there, over the back on that rebound.
He easily could have. The officials let him play. Indians trying to take the large lead of the night. Halem's three-pointer is off the mark, no good. Rebound controlled there by the Bulldogs. 54-52, ICC with the lead. 6:14 go here in the second half. Wild shot put up and good. Timeout taken here by the Bulldogs. 54, 6:09 to play here. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's going to be a wild finish in Fulton tonight. We'll take a break and hear a word from Sonic and Little Caesars right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Hey, I'm trying to carpool to work. I don't want to miss out on Sonic breakfast. Plus, it's a great opportunity for me to network. Maybe you guys wouldn't mind looking at my resume?
This is just your receipt.
Are you in accounting?
Totally into accounting. 1, 2.
New low breakfast burritos starting at $1.49. This is how you Sonic. Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizza has the most cheese and the most pepperoni for just $6. Only a dummy would pay more for less toppings. The Extra Most Bestest Pizza for just $6 at Little Caesars.
Pizza. Need money now? Get a choice pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
I'm Madison Carnes, and you're watching Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. 6:09 to play here. ICC 54, Holmes 54 in the first North Division game of the year. And this, Steve, is, as we said, living up to all the hype as expected when ICC and Holmes gets together.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where, if it's here or in Goodman, it's always a good contest.
Joseph Jones with the basketball, dribbles through the trap, drops it off now to Greer. Greer directing traffic. Joshua yo-yoing it up top. Goes to the backside. This is going to be Fountain driving inside. Fountain shot blocked. I'll tell you what, Franklin's got to be close to 5, maybe 6, if not more blocks this evening.
Yeah, he usually gets 3 a game. So.
Well, he's above his average right now. Baseline drive into jam, no good. Missed the dunk. Jenkins from NBA range. No, not the shot the Indians were looking for. And that's going to be a foul whistled on Jones. And so that foul whistled on Jones. That's going to be his third, technically probably his first of the ball game. And it'll be a 1-on-1 situation coming up here for Spencer of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think you got one of those that Harris was supposed to have gotten. And I think Greer may have got another one, the other one.
So 5:25 to go here in the second half. 54-54 is your score. This is going to be Spencer going to the free throw line with a 1-on-1 opportunity here.
Trey, you get to shoot it.
A lot of time going by here before they let Spencer shoot the free throw.
Yeah, they were wiping the sweat off the ball, after Jones and Spencer got tied up on the other end. They had rubbed sweat all over the ball. They're trying to clean it up a little bit.
Spencer hits his first free throw, gives the Bulldogs a 1-point advantage. Looking for the second free throw here. Here's another southpaw. Second free throw up in and good as well. A lot of lefties playing tonight. Eric Brown with the basketball. Indians trail by 2, 56-54. 5:15 to play here in the contest. It's been an exciting one. Holmes led as much as 16. The Indians built a 2-point advantage, trying to go inside to Holmes. Nicely defended that time by Franklin. Bulldogs with the basketball. A chance to extend this 2-point lead here. Holmes with it on the wing. This is going to be Spencer. Spencer looking to go to work here offensively. Tough defense, man-to-man defense out of the Indians. Bulldogs now maybe thinking about working a little bit of clock. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 4:45 to play here. Long three on its way, no good, and over the back, no way. Ball just slapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. That might be the only foul we haven't had called tonight, Steve. It's been over the back.
Yeah, well, that was one. I decided that I'll just get him out of bounds and give him the ball instead of. But then both teams have 9 fouls in the second half.
Harris and York check into the contest here for the Indians. York picks up his dribble, drops it off to Harris. Harris tries to sing it forward, slaps it out of bounds off the shoulder of Coach Pate. Nearly lands in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth. Here in front of us, good hustle that time by number 11, Nicholson. We do want to remind you, if you want to find out how you can contribute to the ICC Foundation, visit iccms.edu for more information. Just type in ICC Foundation in the search bar. York with the basketball. Going to try to work off a screen. Good switch on the defense that time by the Bulldogs, and then that time just threw it away. Didn't have anywhere to go with the basketball. Committed the Cardinal sin, jumped, and then threw it away. So the Bulldogs get the steal, or I should say get the turnover. They lead 56-54. 4:05 to play here in the contest. Drive inside, and that's going to be a foul on the Indians.
If it's York, he's done. I think it's on York.
And that is going to be the case there. 5th foul whistled on York. So York will foul out with 4:03 left in the contest. He's taking a page out of my Pistons playbook there. Don't give him anything easy on a layup.
That could be big down the stretch because he was having a good run there and got in foul trouble and had to sit for a while and came back in for, what, 30 seconds?
I think so.
Maybe that long.
At the most. So Normant will head to the free throw line with 2 free throws coming up here. Makes the first. I've got him unofficially with 5 points on the evening. Lead now back to 3 for the Bulldogs. 4:03 to play here. Second free throw on its way, and it's good. Normant now with 6 points in the evening. A big make there. Each trip to the line will be crucial for both these teams down the stretch. Throw it over the top to Holmes. Indians have got 3 seconds to get it across the floor. They do. Thought there for a second we might have had a 10-second violation.
And we almost had a referee and a coach get tied up on the other end down here.
Brown with the basketball into the corner. They go to Jenkins. Jenkins thought about the 3. Good defense quickly collapsing on Jenkins. Jenkins got to fire one up. It's off the mark. No good. And the rebound to the Bulldogs. Shot it with only 1 second left on the shot clock. A big miss there for the Indians. Good defense by the Bulldogs. Forced that rush shot. 3:20 to play. 4-point advantage for the Bulldogs. Do the Indians have one last run in them? Normant goes inside. A lot of contact. Offensive rebound. Put back is no good. Rebound tipped around. 3rd time a charm. Franklin getting the business underneath. Was able to play tough and get that second offensive rebound, I should say. As Holmes goes inside, his shot's no good, but he's fouled. That foul whistle on number 11, Nicholson of the Bulldogs. That's his 3rd foul.
I thought it was on Franklin. That would have been 4.
We'd take it on Franklin.
I think they thought it was too.
2:56 to go here. Holmes goes to the free throw line. His first free throw is up and good. He's got 15. Substitution in the game now. This is going to be number 21 checking in. That's going to be Wade. Checking out will be number 11, Nicholson, who just picked up his 3rd foul. So Holmes to the free throw line. A chance to make it a 4-point game. His free throw is on its way, and it's good. Timeout taken by the Indians. A full timeout on the floor. Bulldogs lead it 60-56. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
From the moment they were young, you cheered them on. You defended them and you encouraged them. Why? Because as a child's parent, you are their greatest influence. You always wanted them to be better, accomplish more, and make a difference. We want that too. At Itawamba Community College, we give them the opportunity to live a life above the bar.
What is registered apprenticeship? Offered through Mississippi's community colleges. Apprenticeship is on-the-job training. It's technical instruction. Apprenticeship is earning while you learn. Less waiting, more doing. The Mississippi Apprenticeship Program helps you develop the skills you need to forge ahead with your dreams. Train to earn better pay in booming industries like advanced manufacturing, healthcare, IT, and join the workforce. MAP works for business, and MAP works for you. Sign up for the Mississippi Apprenticeship Program today.
And welcome back as we reset out of the timeout. Holmes 60, ICC 56, 2:56 to play in the contest. Both teams in the double bonus. This final 2 and some change is going to be very exciting here. Bulldogs with the basketball, get it just across with only 1 second to spare. And the Bulldogs wisely back it back out now, going to work some clock. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Looking to drive inside, shot is up, it's halfway down, no good. Rebound to Holmes. Holmes goes up and gets big and gets the rebound. Now here comes Brian. Drops it off and alley-oop jam. Holmes getting it in transition and finishes it big time with the jam, getting a little bit more life in this ICC crowd. 60-58, 2:15 to play. Holmes trying to answer on the other end. Inside they go. Franklin with the answer on the other end. I think it's easy to say Franklin and Holmes, two of the guys in the league that love playing above the rim.
Yeah, they look for that, and you tell on that alley-oop that those two guys have worked on that a lot too, because that was pretty.
2-3 zone out of the Bulldogs, 62-58. Holmes with the lead, ICC with the basketball. Franklin, or excuse me, no, that was not Franklin, that was number 3. Brown driving inside, a little out of control. Going to call Carter with the body. And so this will be free throws coming up here for the Indians. 1:36 to play. This will send Eric Brown to the free throw line.
I was going to say, every time somebody drives to the basket, it does not have to be a foul.
It doesn't.
It might be a foul, but it doesn't have to be. You can move your feet and not foul, but they just anticipate. We talked about it in the first game. They want to anticipate that you're going to foul. I'm going to look at you and say you're close enough to get a foul.
We're going to take a look at those in our final stats, just how many fouls were called tonight, because it has been plenty. Second free throw on its way is up in and good. Brown with 6 points. Able to get 1 of 2, makes it a 62-59 contest. Holmes with it, nice job breaking the press, driving inside, reverse layup is up and no good. Offensive rebound though, and the Indians take it away. Brown drops it off to Jenkins. Jenkins inside, shot block, beautiful play defensively that time by Franklin. Takes away an easy basket that time for the Indians. A big stop there for the Bulldogs.
He about pinned that on the backboard.
That shot is up, no good. Franklin gets the rebound. Smart play by Franklin. Knew he was about to travel, tipped it off to his teammate, Nicholson, who finishes the play. A big time play there by the Bulldogs. Timeout on the floor, 64-59, 1 minute to play. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Wow, Maxwell House Wake Up Roast Coffee, $4.98. Fresh ground beef family pack, $1.98 per pound. And navel oranges, 4-pound bag, $3.99.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority.
We'll get back to you, Food Giant.
You got Sunday? You going back Sunday?
Yeah, going back Sunday. Give me a little bit of lunch there at Food Giant. 1 minute to play. ICC trailing 64-59. The Indians need a basket this trip down the floor here. The Bulldogs are going to get a stop. See if they can complete the sweep of ICC this evening here in Fulton. Reverse layup, bouncing, no good, and the rebound to the Indians. Put back, no, and the rebound goes to the Bulldogs. The Indians had the opportunities there, just could not come away with it. Now ICC's got to think about fouling here. And they do call the foul here on Trey Jenkins. Well, Jenkins bumped him, didn't get the foul called.
Get the foul.
And finally had to wrap him up just to get the foul called there. So after they call a bunch of ticky-tack fouls, they're going to make you earn it when you want to foul them on purpose.
That's usually how it works, though. It's late in the game in the last little bit. I mean, they're just going at each other. It takes a hard foul to get an actual foul call.
Normett gets that free throw to go. He's hit 4 straight. A big make there makes it 65-59, 31 seconds to play. You got to think a make here could pretty much just seal the deal for the Bulldogs, and he does. 8 points. 5 of those coming from the free throw line as the Indians inbounds it. Quickly up they go. You can't be choosy on who takes the shot here if you're ICC. Pate Beggin doesn't get it, and this is going to do it. Dot the I's and cross the T's, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Count the basket. Are they going to count the basket? That's continuation. There's no way they can count the basket. So let's see if he counts the basket here. There's no way that's a basket. Okay, so they are not going to count the basket there. I was like, my goodness. Are they going to call a foul?
No, I guess the flagrant, anybody can shoot it. I mean,
I guess so.
He was the one going.
So he'll have to come shoot his free throws. This would be a flagrant fouls,
foul.
Free throws here. That one off, no good. First miss from Normant in his last 5 tries. 18.6. You see some of the fans heading for the doors. Is that second free throw no good? So Holmes will check out.
They didn't let Nicholson. He's the one that got fouled. He should have been the one shooting.
Should they not? I'm going to say, I don't know. We do want to remind you, ICC will be back in action on Saturday. Free basketball. If you want to come out and check out basketball here in Fulton on Saturday, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock as they play Southern Shreveport. That foul's going to be the 5th. Whistle there on Trey Jenkins. Jenkins, a guy that rarely commits over 3 fouls a game, fouling out. So he will check out. Indians will check Fountain into the game, so the chance for the Bulldogs just to stretch this one out a little bit more. Steve, it's been a fun night of basketball here in the Davis Event Center, especially for the Bulldogs. Look, they're going to come away with the sweep here in Fulton. And as you know, in this league, anytime you can win on the road, very, very important.
This is very big and just usually a very tough place to play. So I don't know if it's as loud as it normally is, but it's usually really tough to play here. Which it was tough both games, but
that shot is up and it's good for Brown. He gets 8 points. And that's going to make it 68-61. Holmes is going to just dribble the air out of this one, and that'll be your final in this one. The Bulldogs hold off a scrappy bunch of Indians to pick up the 68-61 win here in the nightcap to complete the sweep after the Lady Bulldogs won 58-52 in the first game this evening. We're going to take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
It feels good in my heart and my soul, and you're here right beside me. I will never want this day to end. No one can stop me when I taste the feeling.
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest has the nation's most cheese and the most pepperoni. So no need to go anywhere else when you can get all this for the nation's best price of just $6.
Indubitably.
Get a Little Caesars Large Extra Most Bestest for just $6.
Pizza. This cheeseburger and shake for $3.99 might be the best deal ever.
Next time I'm buying.
Okay, let's shake on it.
Okay. TJ's handshakes regarding real ice cream shakes and cheeseburgers are void if Pete is wearing a sweater and a plaid shirt.
Oh, man.
Get a cheeseburger and a small hand-mixed shake for just $3.99. This is how you Sonic.
Today, you are connected more than ever. Your friends, your family, your life. Having a partner that understands banking is what you do on your time, anywhere you like. It's about being connected, which is easy with convenient locations in your community. Understanding that sometimes you need to speak to real people with real answers. Banking partners with the services you desire, who understand how you want to bank. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Part of the Renaissance Bank post-game report. ICC falls in the nightcap 68-61 in a very hard-fought contest against the Holmes Bulldogs. And Steve, I know you got some of our Sonic stats there in front of you. Let's go over some of those stats and scoring this evening.
Halem's had 23. York had 9 before fouling out. Eric Brown 8. Greer 8. Trey Jenkins 4. Kendrick Fountain 2. And also Joseph Jones had 4. And Paris Harris had 3. I think I got everybody for 61. Itawamba shot 39.1% from the floor, 36.4% from the three-point line, and 65.6% from the free throw line. Total rebounds for Itawamba in the game, 28. Bulldogs had 43, so that shows you the difference right there. Turnovers, Itawamba 18, Holmes 16. Look at Holmes right quick. Trey Spencer had 15. Kasim Nicholson had 11. Mikael Norman had 10. Markel Carter 9. Franklin had 8. Ross 4. Wade 4. Simpson 4. And Stanley Williams had 3 for 68. Total, we said the turnovers were 16 for Holmes. Total rebounds 43. Bulldogs shot 40.7% from the floor, 36.4% from the three-point line, and 69.6% from the free throw line.
And a total of 48 fouls called in the contest. I actually think that's a little bit lowballing there. As you take take a look at that free throw wise. How many total free throws did we shoot, Steve?
Free throws
23,
32. So it's
55 free throws.
Yep.
On the evening in this one. Well, if you're just now joining us, the Lady Indians fell 58-52 in the first game. Holmes completed the sweep with a 68-61 win here in the nightcap. Steve, it's been fun, my man. First time we've had a chance to do a broadcast together. Hopefully not the last. As we do appreciate you coming in tonight and joining us in the ICC Foundation broadcast booth. Remind everybody, ICC will be back in action on Saturday at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock against Southern Shreveport, a Region 23 contest. But it's going to be Fan Appreciation Day. Free admission for anybody that would like to come watch the basketball games here in Fulton on Saturday. So for Austin Blancett, Cal Brown, Lee Adams, Raphael Henry, Steve Diffie, I'm Adam Gore. We'll see you next time here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
From the moment they were young, you cheered them on. You defended them and you encouraged them. Why? Because as a child's parent, you are their greatest influence. You always wanted them to be better, accomplish more, and make a difference. We want that too. At Itawamba Community College, we give them the opportunity to live a life above the bar.